Hey, Jono here, thank you for joining me for the Hunter Call of the Wild new game run. We are moving on from Hirschfelden and going into Medved-Taiga. I'd said in an earlier episode I will be using a save file that I was working on Emerald Coast on, so my levels jumped up a little bit. This is so that we're just a little closer to unlocking some ammo and weapons. So yeah, let's get straight into it. First time I did this reserve, it was nighttime when I came in. I think that's because I finished up at Leighton Lakes at nighttime, but pretty sure it'll be daytime now. Yeah. Nighttime would have been quite nice. I don't like hunting at night, but something about Medved-Taiga at night is really pretty.
My friend. Not that we are friends yet. I'm Hada Alena Khasavovna, but you can call me Alena. I'm your primary contact, so you and I will be friends in no time. I put together this cross-disciplinary expedition to study the effects of climate change in this region.
Musk there for us.
Scientists, not activists, so this isn't a political thing. We are only interested in
Good thing I have a weapon
verifiable
equipped
facts.
that I can hunt it with.
That said, the Taiga is not the most hospitable place. Gathering data and assessing the animal population here is difficult enough in spring and summer. But in winter, it becomes dangerous.
Not wasting any time.
Not just for us, but for the local wildlife. That's why we called you in. The professional. You have a reputation for being a humane but effective hunter. My kind of hunter, I hope. Before we get down to the nitty-gritty business, I can hear your stomach rumbling all the way here at base camp. Start by getting yourself some protein.
Alright, you done?
I have hunted many deer.
No, I'm still talking.
Or at least, I used to hunt them near your location. Look around for tracks. They should be plentiful. If you're going to rest tonight, you need to find an outpost, and that means knowing where one is. You can only see so much from the ground, so unless you brought your rocket boots, you have to climb the nearest lookout point. I've marked the location on your hunter mate. Happy hiking!
Alright, now we're done. Cool. So yes, Medved-Taiga, one of my favourite reserves to hunt on. I love the snowiness, I like the way the lakes are like frozen over, so you get some nice clear shots. Good range of animals. Yeah, quite a nice reserve. Some of the mission structure's a little different in this one from the previous two. There are other people giving missions, but it's not such a structured 1 to 10 and like 5 story missions. I don't know if anyone gives you story missions apart from Lena. But of course, being the beginning of the reserve, we're going to have lots of real straightforward missions. I luckily will go to an outpost soon. Is that like what weight is that? No, that wasn't a max weight, was it? No, the next one up is. Yeah, we'll visit an outpost soon, and I can actually gear up properly. It's one of those things I didn't think to. What I normally do is I go into a reserve, equip everything that I'd need, and then start the new reserve. Because even though there's a small window, I mean, it doesn't matter with this first mission we had with shooting that deer. But it kind of sucked to be like, oh, I don't actually have.
This lookout offers quite a view. From up here,
I don't actually have a weapon equipped that can hunt it with.
And all the nature you can feast your eyes on.
And I mean, you never know what you might come across. One time I started up
the nearest
Silveridge
location is marked on your hunter mate.
And it was a brand new reserve, just started it, walking to the first outpost and spotted a diamond bison, like immediately. And luckily I had a weapon that could take it down. So yeah, don't need my waypoint marker. So yeah, first few missions are just real straightforward. I do like how in the other reserves, I don't know when they start doing it, but eventually they kind of combine it into one mission. Visit the outpost, visit a lookout point. They don't even have shoot an animal. But yeah, nice clear spots like that. Actually closer to evening too. Interesting that this reserve doesn't... Don't know if that's a good weapon or not for this. No. It's facing the other way. Screw it. Don't worry about it. The other reserves kind of automatically set the time to like early in the morning, so unfortunately it's getting on in the evening. I am going to... What's that beer? Ah. I'm gonna go for that one. I want to see what that fur type is. It looks really weird. Are you just gonna stay like that? No, no, no. That's it. Stand up. No, no, no. Sometimes they stand up for a nice long while. Well, face me and stand up. Alright, no. Alright, come on. I would like you to stand up. I don't know why. You're walking nicely side on, so... There's some nice fur variations. Ah, that's a new addition to the reserve, the Grey Wolf. It wasn't here originally. I don't know if it's going to come at us. Wolves are strangely... their behaviour is a bit strange. There's times when you want them to be aggressive to you, and there's times where they will just flee without any given warning. I'm not sure exactly what takes to aggro wolves. Right, so we shot you first. Yeah, see the warning calls, maybe. Maybe, yeah, see fleeing. I'm gonna say maybe they will come at me. Where are your... Looks like it's gonna flee. And no, 5's not the maximum rating, so that's not a diamond wolf. I still get that thing, little heart skip when I see that. And it's like, well, it's not actually what we want. So you are the female that I shot first. And this way is the way you went. I'm just curious what the fur colour was. It looked strange, but then sometimes they do And it's probably nothing interesting. Alright, there you are. Now we'll go and get the second one. Ah, okay, cool. You decided to die together. Yeah. Oh, it's blonde. Okay. Were you blonde? Cinnamon. Yeah, shot real low. Don't know how I managed to almost botch up both of those. Whatever, we'll finally move on. Get here and then I can actually equip some correct gear. It's a shame I noticed the other day that there's only, I think, 10 different loadouts you can choose from, despite there being more than 10 reserves. I'd hoped that they would have almost infinite. So it's going to get to that point where you're just going to have to load one setup and change a couple things manually. Which I guess isn't too bad, because so many reserves I use the same weapons. It's more the callers that are the problem. Alright, so here we are. And I think now we actually start doing some missions. Oh. Oh! Everything just popping in.
You have arrived. Our outposts are no five-star hotels, but they beat sleeping outside.
There's no music.
Once you fix the place, you can rest and resupply here anytime.
Alright. So basically I want to keep all these weapons. It's the callers that need...
Now that you're comfortable, or as comfortable as anyone can be out here, I need you to help one of the other team members, Gunther.
I just unequip everything and then go from there.
You might have an easier time calling it Fisherman's Bay. We haven't heard from him since the blizzard last week. His last mobile communication said he was low on food. Gear up to hunt deer. Bring hungry Gunther some fresh meat.
I think that's everything. Ah, wild boar. Alright. Lots of missions done, which is to be expected, but put these on. How?
Gunther Baden is our photographer. I tell you, he comes as highly recommended as you, but the truth is
okay,
he comes
everything fits nicely.
Very cheap. Gunther arrived about a week ago to set up remote cameras all across this region, Ledyanoi Bay. He loaded up an ATV with plenty of supplies, but like I said, we haven't heard from him since the storm.
Might as well
it's
go for this one.
For
the wind's
to
not too
disappear
bad.
for a few days in the Taiga.
Actually,
but Gunther,
no, I want to
unlike you, his resume grossly exaggerated his wilderness survival skills.
Hopefully this doesn't mess
He's
up
more of a passionate amateur than a consummate professional. Thanks for hunting on his behalf.
Alright, so where are we on the map? I mean, we don't have many choices when it comes to like fast traveling or anything like that. Oh, actually we're facing the good way. I thought we were going that way, so never mind, I'll shut up. Basically I'm going to set a waypoint for here. And go from there. Try and bag something on the way. But yes, this reserve you definitely want to have a pistol on you with the wolves. If they do get aggressive, it's much easier to aim accurately at them with a pistol rather than a rifle. Yeah, I always make sure any reserve that has wolves and buffalo. Because of the same thing, buffaloes get aggro, and they are much easier to hit with a pistol. And the same with kangaroos, actually, though shotgun. I mean, I'd say shotgun would work well for a wolf as well, but kangaroos get aggro. That's not something, is it? That's just a rock. At least we just need any animal. So it won't be bad. What have we got here? Wild boar, okay. Moose that way. Alright, let's see if I can take down this moose. Not the best spot because of how dense the forest is. But hopefully I hear something. Is that something right there? Is that... no, just a tree. Hmm. Problem is, by the time I see it, it's going to be on top of me. Wonder if I can find some cover. Here we go. Alright, so... okay, so I gotta stay right in the middle. Come on, you're making this much more difficult than it has to be. Like, I can definitely hear it crackling around. It's just a case of seeing it. Yeah, there's something. God, terrible cover too. Come on. There we go. Alright, well, you were the first to show up, so, yeah. Just nicked a heart. Now what?
That should feed Gunther for a while. If he's not grateful, I will smack him.
Okay. harvest the musk there. Is there any...
I will admit I'm worried about Gunther. Even with all the trouble he's making for you and me, nobody deserves to starve.
I'm gonna continue going this way.
Well, anyway, you'll find him at a campsite in the area I've marked on your hunter mate. Stay safe out there.
That's what I was worried about. Do I... Yeah, let's go after the mission. I was hoping it would be more in line with that objective. So there's that mission, and there is Harvest a Musk there for Dimitri. The Eurasian links. Gonna have to deal with them later. Alright, so the moose from earlier. Get that need zone, and because yes, I'm pretty sure this campsite is not an outpost. Hopefully we can do all these missions too. I think, yeah, need to sort of bear in mind that this reserve has had some problems for some people. Okay, he looked bigger than he was. So I'm not worried about him. I think Musk there, they might be drinking at this time. No, they drink at 8 o'clock. Okay.
The lynx are fast, cunning, and deadly. Near perfect predators. Claiming this one makes you an apex predator today.
If I claim it, knowing my luck, I will shoot it. And then it will give me a mission to shoot a lynx. No, no, no. Up, 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 up. They can be tricky to hunt. Situations like that are great. What have we got here? Reindeer. Drinking time, okay. Sort of want to... I don't ignore need zones anyway, but do want to get as many as I can. Especially when you're to a reserve. Like musk deer, I don't know exactly where.
This is where Gunther was camping. Looks like he's all out of supplies. I told him.
Where to go?
Leave food uncovered in this wilderness. The bears will steal it. They're hungry this year. Take a look around for Gunther. People leave tracks like any other animals.
I don't want to interact with it too soon.
Bingo! There's Gunther. He must be out hunting. Follow those tracks. And be careful he doesn't shoot you by mistake. You're a dead shot. He's a dumb shot, okay?
She's so harsh. Okay, where's... yeah, here's my links. Got the nice double lung and the liver for a quick kill. His eyes closed. Alright.
Well, there is Gunther's hunting blind. But where is Gunther?
Oh, mission complete.
Okay, enough of this wild moose chase. There is another campsite to the west. Gunther may have abandoned the last camp when the storm hit. If he's not there, the only other possibility is that he is lost
That
in the
one looks pretty
Taiga.
big. Where'd he go? So what's the next? Second one, which is off there. I hate how that codex does that.
By the way, has Columbus Nadell reached out to you? He's
I
my
won't
American
fast travel.
archaeologist friend, a major geek studying the history of Taiga peoples.
Just in
Nadal
case
is not,
we come
shall we
across
say,
a musk deer.
rugged like American archaeologists in the movies, but you are. So, lend my friend Nadal a hand when you can. Help him chronicle the rich history of this place before time erases it. Nadal is generous. He will reward your effort.
So is there a new mission? Unless they're talking about Dimitri. But you can see how these missions are story-driven, not hunting-driven. I know the last two reserves had the occasional mission, like looking for that missing boy and tramp find, getting lost. But the majority of missions were hunting missions. And I think this was a good balance. There's nothing wrong with the story-driven missions, but you want it balanced with hunting missions. I mean, primarily that's what people are playing this for, hunting. I'm trying to get that rustling to stop. There, that's much better. Yeah, I don't think musk deer are in this area from memory. I can't be 100% certain. It would be nice to just do it on the way, but I think they're more down here. I'm looking for. Used to follow a river. Maybe it doesn't show up as a river. Anyway, they're probably more down south, so... But we'll just stay on foot anyway, because you never know what we'll come across. Plus, like I said about lead zones and all that. So many big ones. Let's see, what's that? 263 to 342. I've noticed with the reindeer and the caribou, which are basically just the same animal, that they're almost, I won't say broken or glitched, but a diamond score. I mean, the max thing is 5 for a reindeer. That's a 4. Its maximum score this one can be is 342. To get a diamond, you need 430.2. So that's like nowhere close to being a diamond. And that's for a 4. To the point where, I mean, that's the second or third one of that weight and that ratio we've seen. But you almost think that there's a higher weight class that's just incredibly rare. But I've noticed it with the caribou, the same thing. It doesn't even come close to diamond. It's really strange. I don't know if anyone else has experienced it. Like, it seems like a weird one-off bug, but it's almost like they messed up the trophy score. See, that's another one, 349329, and yeah, that's 100 points underneath the diamond score. It's gonna aim for the heart, but I'll just go for the lungs. But yeah, see, I love these great open places. You see the animals way off in the distance. So it's moose. Oh, he's way over here. I was gonna say, how have I lost him? There he is. So yeah, should be gold, but might not even break gold. Yeah, see, silver. I mean, it happens, but for a difficulty of 4, when the max is 5, like, yeah, it does happen, but that's so weird to me that, like, yeah, getting a gold reindeer is not as easy as it should be, let alone a diamond. I haven't looked it up, but I'm pretty sure this is the max weight, the 156 to 182, but it's entirely possible that there's oh, I completed a hunt club. Let's see what I got. Okay, any species of animal class 4, 5 or 6, bison, buffalo and waterfowl in multiplayer, and pig. I wonder if wild boar counts. They say any species of pig. So yeah, it's weird to me that that's so yeah, out of thing. I mean, like I was saying, it does happen. You do have one that should be a gold and it's a silver, but that's usually like it just happened to score at the very bottom of what its potential score could have been. Just like you have legendaries that are golds, and it's like, yeah, it's just under the score for a legendary, like for a diamond. It's like half a point under, something real close. And as I was saying, the I think it was previous episode, Emerald Coast is really bad at trolling you. Like, there's so many that should be golds that are silvers, and so many diamonds that are actually golds. So this is a good way of finding lots of need zones, just running on foot everywhere. But yeah, the reindeer and caribou both strangely, like their scores are out of sync. I almost need to send a thing to the support, send a ticket and just question it. Not say it's a bug necessarily, but just say, why are these two animals really out of tune? Because I've noticed every now and then, basically I keep an Excel file. Oh.
Still no Gunther. Now I'm getting worried about that Durak. Is there anything there that might tell us where he is?
Yes and no. Let's deal with this and then on. Okay. You can pause that and read if you want. I have to be careful because I think there is
I immediately
a
feel bad
reindeer
for
I
calling
need to
Gunther a
shoot.
Durak, even though he made some terribly foolish mistakes. Now he's sick and he's out there all alone, and who knows what he's getting up to. We need to find him.
Yeah.
That sounds like a reindeer, but it's in pain. Oh no. Gunther was sick, starving, and a terrible shot. What if he wounded an animal
I've
without
heard
killing
problems
it?
about this one.
Or left a trap on the wrong trail? Please, find this reindeer and tell me I'm wrong.
Because yeah, where is it? It's just giving out quiet warning, like, oh. I think it came up with the prompt to shoot. Yes, I've heard many problems about this mission. I mean, it's in a terrible, terrible spot. I don't really want to risk just shooting. And I highly doubt it's going to come to me. If I can catch a glimpse, then at least I'd have an outline to go off. Or I can risk trying to spook it. If it's... I don't know if it's even still there. Because, yeah, I'm sure it's normally over here somewhere. Like, the very first time I did this mission, that was really it. But instead it's decided that it's inside the most dense frickin' bush in the entire reserve. It's its butt. That's overkill. The only reason I did that was because I've heard, yeah, a lot of people saying that this mission isn't working right. That the reindeer immediately flees. Yeah, I only got it once. It died the second time. Yeah. Yeah, it should not have been there. And luckily it didn't flee.
I've had to report the incident to the State Veterinary and Phytosanitary Service. The local director, Dimi Pushkin,
it's meant to be more here,
being
but
a state representative,
it's
I had to
easy to
Dimi may hit you
read
up
the
for
note.
jobs from time to time. I don't want you to get distracted, but keeping the state happy makes life easier
Let's
for our
wait for you to shut up.
expedition, so don't ignore him.
Okay. You done talking? Got a new mission there too. Yeah.
The caliber of the bullet in
God damn it, woman!
matches Gunther's rifle. That's not conclusive. But if Gunther is out there with a firearm, we have to find him before more animals get hurt. Or before he hurts himself. Do you see anything around his campsite that would give us a lead?
So, that one is over there. Searching for Gunther is down here. Yeah, it's easy to go to this location, look at the note, and then run off and the reindeer is spooked. But I'd had a lot of people saying
those look like Gunther's boot prints.
that
Let's find him.
the reindeer either just as soon as it spawns it disappears. God, that Homo sapiens thing looks so creepy. As soon as it spawns it flees. And it just basically just disappears. It flees and just teleports across the map, leaving tracks, but yeah, you'll never catch up to it. And then people have said that they managed to shoot it and it just doesn't die, which is why I've also 337 to 416. Yeah, see, that's much closer to being a diamond. Yeah, some people have
This must be the river where Gunther found that musk deer. Looks
shot
like
it
his tracks follow the river
and it
bank,
just doesn't
probably
die.
to collect the musk deer meat. I hope this isn't a dead end. Sorry, poor choice of words. Gunther isn't the only one desperate for a meal out here. The rivers flooded during the warmest spring on record last year. Then out of nowhere, the temperature dropped, and in a flash, the rivers froze early. It's too bad bears can't ice fish.
Okay. I've totally forgot what I was talking about too earlier. sorry.
very bad.
Totally
There is no
lost track.
blood, no wounds, which means this musk deer probably died from disease or poison. If this is where Gunther was shopping for meat,
Hello.
he's in worse trouble than we thought.
Not Gunther. Nope.
Careful. This happened in another province, exactly like this. Don't freak out, but that time, it was Anthrax. You should be safe as long as the temperature stays below 0. You don't touch these dead animals, and you don't eat the snow. That Durak Gunther probably made all these mistakes. There are more footprints to follow. My stomach is sinking just thinking about what you'll encounter at the end of the trail.
I think we're there.
Be careful. That tent belonged to Gunther. Can you read the note he left?
Something about help him.
Well, this is a punch in the gut. Gunther ate contaminated musk deer and died with symptoms that are associated with anthrax. Rest in peace, Gunther. So, I promise the rest of this expedition will not be so grotesque, is the word, there? I spoke with Pushkin over at the Federal Department. A hazmat team is en route to clean up that riverbank as soon as the weather permits.
Yeah, right, solid in the middle. That's kind of what you expect. I know I said earlier it's going to be harder to get a gold than it should be.
There are water monitoring sites scattered throughout this region.
But yeah, still not very close to gold.
Wants you to check on those to make sure this anthrax contamination didn't spread. The areas where you will find these sites are marked on your hunter mate.
Okay. Oh yeah, just down here. I'd like more missions that actually encourage going to other spots. So far, we're just working in this one area. That's where I feel some of the other reserves did quite well at. You know, take this item to this outpost. And it's like, alright, well that's a real good way of unlocking it. I was always a little surprised that they had such a bleak outcome for Gunther. And it's like, oh yeah, he's dead. I mean, they do it in other reserves too, but I think, you know, this was the first one I'd played that didn't have a happy ending. When you think of like Tramfine getting lost, it's like, okay, he's fine. That boy that goes missing, he's fine. So in this one you expect it to be like, oh, he just went to the pub. And it's like, oh no, he's dead. So, huh, okay. So let's take care of these. Do I have... Yeah, so I'm level 57. The max is 60. I don't know why they give you so many levels, but from about level 40, you just get skill and perk points less often. What was the point? Like, why not just make the max level 50 if every second level's gonna be those yeah, seen heaps of 4s, but like, see, that's another decent one. But still, oh, actually no, that's not. They're both terrible. That's what I mean. That one there would have to be at maximum trophy rank to get gold. To be gold has to be 311. But it's a 4. It should be a 3. Yeah, I just don't get why the game goes up to level 60 if it's pointless for so long. Like, you have to level up like 3 or 4 levels to get a skill point. Why not just... Not only does it take longer to like level up, which makes sense, But also you have to also you don't get anything anyway. Yeah, see, that would make more sense than a 3. But these 4s are like such low scores. It's really strange. And that's why I keep thinking I should look it up, but it's like, they're wrong.
It's a natural occurrence in Medved-Taiga these days. The permafrost, the icy layer just below the ground you're standing on, melts more and more every summer. And when it thaws, it lets out all kinds of things that have been frozen and dormant for years and years. Things like fossils.
Yeah.
Things like anthrax.
Silver. Okay, so first one here. Another one of them. Okay.
This area is anthrax free. Thank you. There are 2 more of these stations in the area.
Man, it goes up so high. 3, 5, 8, 13, all the way to 55. More interested in musk deer than reindeer and moose. But we'll get to them eventually. Alright, what are you? Wild boar. Just feel like I regretted going in this order, but they were equally far away, the other 2 stations, so it would have been the same outcome. No one at this lake. Some tracks. Oh yeah. Was I here? No. Different lakes. Okay.
Another clean test. No anthrax. These are very good results.
Last one, straight ahead. Anyone at this lake? Yes. The wind's not in a good spot. Just want to see those small ones. Not going to bother shooting any of them. Yeah, real crappy bunch.
Hoorah! All 3 water monitoring stations test clean for anthrax. Thank you for being so professional despite, well, you know, infectious diseases and all that grim stuff. Frankly, I'm surprised you're able to handle such nasty business and stay so calm. You may be a person of few words, but your actions speak to your good character. Anatoly is like my number 2 at base camp. He may pester you for help here and there, but I trust he won't take advantage of you.
Alright, so... is that a new... boar harvest? Okay.
Here is a more conventional job. Nanets report a wild boar in the area marked on your hunter mate.
Okay, well that's...
They overgrazed the land to the west and now they're migrating here.
Going into that area.
They'll disrupt the masked deer's grazing and attract hungry lynxes. Thin the boar pack down by a few heads. That should create enough pressure to push them back home.
Okay, well I can stack that and that with undamaged lands. Okay. Well, if we come across one, obviously I'll shoot it, but otherwise we'll focus on doing it there. I thought there were a couple missions that revolved, well, not revolved, but a couple missions that were about, oh, I wanted to see them. A couple missions that involved harvesting an animal, passing the harvest check but not damaging the lands. I remember completing it using a wild boar. See, that's a 4 and it goes up to 251. That's not even gold, like nowhere near gold. That's like 60 points below gold. But it's a 4. Next way anyway. And this is what's so strange about them. Like, that's... I'm surprised it's attentive or alert. I'm 300 meters away from it. Shouldn't hear me. Unless there are wolves. Probably not going to have time to complete the boar mission. What I am going to do is just make it to this outpost. And unlock that. I mean, if I see any boar, you know, obviously I will go for it, but trying to focus on this. Because I do remember the boar. I completed a mission and I managed to land a perfect heart shot. So I'm pretty sure that's how I completed that mission. Unless I'm just thinking of another hunt or a mission like this one. And then there was a reindeer. And it took a little bit of planning. But my approach, and it's the same approach I would have now, I guess, is to shoot it in the neck. It's weird to me that the neck bone counts as a vital organ, but the spine doesn't. But they both down the animal instantly. I would have thought both of them would be not counted as vital organs. I mean, if you paralyze it and it's not dead, it's kind of a horrible thing to do. Okay, so tracks. Moose. Don't mind me. Did I even hit you? Did that even hit? No organs, really? Huh. That's lame. What are you? Warning. Can't even hear you. Well, I'm not going to go after that moose. I want my max ammo. My max penetration. I don't even know. He probably won't die, so I won't know if the bullet didn't even reach the vital organ, or what? But yeah, definitely running out of time. I guess the next episode we will try and find some boar. Hopefully the wind remains in a good direction, because there's lakes, but I don't know what time boar drink at. May already be too late. But yes, the vital organ, the harvesting without the lungs. Like, I thought you had to pass the harvest check as well. Maybe when doing the missions, I was determined to pass the harvest check. I didn't like missions. I didn't like completing missions without a full harvest check. So I think there were a lot of times where, like the mission we have here to hunt a musk deer. If I know I didn't lay a vital organ and then the musk deer dies, so I won't harvest it for that mission. I don't want to have that. Obviously in the new game run, I'm not, you know, concerned at all. I want to get clean shots. But especially with tricky missions like hunting red foxes and things like that, like, if I hit it with a bow, if I have to hunt it with a bow and I land a shot, I don't care. Like, you know, it's dead. For the sake of the video, like, for a hunting mission video, I'd like to do it properly. And that's why it was weird that Leighton Lakes had missions where you would have to use a specific rifle that wasn't the correct rifle for hunting that animal. So you wouldn't pass the harvest check. It was a really strange thing to do. I have to look at my settings, because I feel like there should be... Once I activate this outpost, there should be music. So I know you can turn it off, and I had it turned off, but I turned it back on. Yeah, strange, there's nothing. Just look in the settings. Yeah. So I bumped them way down, because even dialogue at 50, it's loud for me. Strange, but anyway, that's it for this episode. In the next one, we completed quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to be expected. So I don't know how many episodes this is going to go for. I don't know how many missions are compared to the previous 2 reserves. But yeah, next time we shall look at these boar, and we shall try and get these 2 done. Because that, yeah, harvested with undamaged lungs. Alright, I'm just going to shoot for, like, the intestines, I guess. Or, depending on the angle, just something like in the neck, and just see. But yeah, until next time, thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.